Hey there, Gizamas here. For the past 2 years now, I've been making parkour in Minecraft with more spice. But how so? I currently have a nitpick with parkour. A lot of it is just, mostly the same thing. Don't get me wrong though. I do enjoy simple parkour maps with easy flow. However, there's a lot of potential you can do with parkour, and this video addresses a concept that I think more creators should look into. Something missing that most parkour maps do not have. A game design philosophy where the creator has to think creatively about their level design, implementing various game mechanics that the player is taught and needs to use in combination with regular platforming. This is a design philosophy that I learned while having watched gameplay of various custom Super Mario World Kaizo ROM hacks. Many of these brilliantly designed hacks feature this quote-unquote Kaizo playstyle. But what is Kaizo? Kaizo, a Japanese word meaning modification, has its distinct terms in various games. When it comes to Mario games, Kaizo is basically a design philosophy that challenges the player's platforming and knowledge of the game. Early 2024 is when I discovered Super Mario World Kaizo hacks, and I got invested in people playing them. These hacks feature insane, adrenaline-rushing gameplay, as well as some of the best level designs I've seen in 2D platforming. But then again, I'm not too much into the 2D platforming scene. I should play Celeste at some point. But regardless, I even went on trying to learn Kaizo Mario myself, but unfortunately, it wasn't for me. During this time, I was in the experimental mood with Minecraft. So then I got the idea, hey, I can probably do something like this, but in Minecraft. So on the evening of June 15th, 2024, with basically no parkour experience whatsoever, I started experimenting with parkour ideas that seemed Kaizo-y, making use of things that are otherwise underutilized in parkour, such as catching items in midair and performing sand jumps. One of the first ideas I had was using the new implemented mace from the Tricky Trials update at the time, so I designed a parkour course around it. That's pretty cool, I thought, but it was still too simple. What else am I missing? Well, how about I'll throw in a Riptide Trident, another weapon with cool mobility. Then, I designed a course where the player has to swap between two different weapons. This is what I considered to be my first real step in challenging the player with game knowledge and a test of utility. You need to know which item is appropriate to use for the right scenario and swap as soon as you can. There is little room for error, so you need to become confident with managing two weapons at once. And once I finished the course, that was it. Originally, I wasn't going to make it a map. Can you believe that? There were two things that ended up pushing me to create a full-fledged map. One was the motivation of still having creativity juices in the tank. And the second thing that motivated me was that there wasn't really another parkour map with the sort of, Kaizo design philosophy. But then, I went on to create another level. And another one. And another one. And here, 2 years later, even while being busy with work, college, and life in general, I'm still standing here, still with motivation to continue this 2-year project of transforming parkour, with each level being challenging, having its own creative twist, and offering a new gimmick. My parkour skills have grown in 2 years, but what's grown even stronger is my knowledge of commands. At the very start, I knew very little about commands. I had no experience with the execute command, or scoreboards, or cloning blocks, or data commands, and so on. I had gained a bit of experience working with data packs, and now have a pretty good idea of what most commands do. Kaizo SMW hacks have also grown a lot in the past 20 or so years, with various new innovations and features added onto the base game, allowing for more unique gameplay. I also try innovating new parkour ideas within the limits of what vanilla Minecraft has to offer, and I am always intrigued by what new features could contribute to my journey of creating Parkour Kaizo. And finally, that's the journey so far. If you're interested in playing this, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is, this map won't be released in the near future. The good news is, however, I plan to release a demo of it later this year, hopefully. There is just so much potential that I would like to explore, and already have a pretty long roadmap of what I want to add next. So if you want to stay in tune for what news I'll share next, make sure to join the Discord server in the description. I plan to occasionally post my progress on my parkour map, while also posting some other Minecraft command related content. And that is all I have for you. Thank you for listening.